Okay, we are live.
apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pyramidion Media. I can hear you
The first
through...
thing I say is I apologize. This is going to be great. Yeah,
it's fine.
Keep
Growing
tuning,
pains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Exactly.
hear you feedbacking through your microphone. Have you got headphones on?
No, they should be off. Are they off? Oh, Jesus. My tech is just... Can you hear me all right? Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself now feeding back. Okay, awesome.
Good.
Cool. So it saved it to YouTube, which is pretty good. But we don't have like YouTube chat or anything like that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still hearing you feeding back.
Really?
Is that from
you know
my
what
end or
it's
your
like
end?
with me and technology? It's just the ghosts in the bloody machine, man. The jitterbug always.
Are you using headphones?
No, I'm not. I'm about to switch them on though, so maybe that will help.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
All right. Yeah, they're on. Okay, hang on.
Testing.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
I think that's better.
All right, now it should be. Oh.
I should probably be wearing headphones as well. Like, just.
How am I coming across now?
Fine, you're coming across fine. Hang on a second. Let me
So nothing's changed. I put my headphones on and they're on, right? But they're not registering my phone. But if nothing's if it's better, then that's great. Nothing makes sense.
The problem was I was hearing myself feeding back through your audio, I think. Anyway, I've got headphones on now, so should be fine.
I'll take my ones off then.
It is a bit cramped though. Maybe I should get my other proper ones instead of these in-ear monstrosities that I'm using. It's all right. I'll deal with this in a moment. Yeah, no, I'm still hearing you feeding back. You need to have your headphones on, man.
Hello?
You still there? Hello?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I should be. Hello?
Yeah. Did it just reset the timer?
No, 2:37 is what we're on, I think.
Right, because my account is reading 19, and I can still hear myself feeding back through your audio, man. You got to put your headphones on.
Yeah, I'm just putting them on. I'm just gonna. The weird thing is, I've got them on, and my phone is connected to Powerbeats, right?
Right.
Is that good?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, that's good. Is the audio coming out of your headphones?
Cool. No, it's not, but I don't really care. I mean, if you can hear me, I'm fine, man. I've got my headphones on, strangely enough, right? But I guess the mic's working, but my headphones aren't. I'm not sure. Right.
So maybe, yeah, that's why I keep feeding back. You've got to use headphones. You can't use the speaker and the microphone on your phone at the same time. So just go to Bluetooth, click on your headphones, and click on them, and it should connect to them, and then you'll get the audio out through your headphones.
Yeah. You know, the weird thing is that they're already active, so they should be working, but I'm not getting anything through the headphones, but maybe you're coming through my mic. Ladies and gentlemen, you're dealing with
this is what we call cannot miss radio. All these people are just like, oh my fucking God, you've just waited years to hear this fucking shit, these two fucking shitlords trying to get a fucking headphone working.
These jabronis, honestly, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Well, we give the people what they want. What can I say?
Hopefully. Yeah, we will talk about politics at some point, I'm sure.
We could launch a whole
Can you hear me all right? Is this okay, dude?
Yeah, I can hear you
working? All right, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to be like this with my hand in the air, giving these weird signals that no one can see, and we'll be all right. We will work this through, and everyone will come away slightly more knowledgeable about how idiotic we both are with. Well, hang on. I am with computers and phones and stuff and electricity and all this things that, buttons and shit.
Maybe we could start a new trend on YouTube, like mechanical failure ASMR or something. You know, something you can like fall asleep to, just listening to random people discuss their technical difficulties.
Yeah, it
could be fun.
Yeah. Well, you'll definitely get into some kind of meditative state listening to us talking about how the fuck to do this tech stuff.
Fucking bored to death. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, no, this is just the first. Well, next time it will be fine, man. I know I'm a quick learner. This will come together. The jitterbugs, I will exercise the jitterbugs and the fucking ghosts in the machine. All this crazy stuff.
Yeah, well, next time we should do all this setup before we actually go live. I mean, I think that would probably be the best, idea, like to do. Instead of like leaving all this, Jesus Christ.
No, it works together all the time though. Like mostly when I'm I'm on another stream, it just works perfectly, right? So if you do all the hard stuff, and I'll just talk, and it'll be brilliant. Big brain guy with the you know about computers and things, and I just I struggle, man. Yeah. I'll learn. I'll try.
Should I? I'll post the link to the Speakers Corner Telegram and see if like anyone wants to come along.
It's all quite. We can call this Black Wednesday, as far as this thing is, this stream is. I mean, after this, it'll be fine. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday, right? It is. Yes.
It is Black Wednesday. Dun part 2. Wednesday Boogaloo.
The Chaos Stream Wednesdays. We can do this every Wednesday. It'd be great, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Chaos Wednesdays. I'll just If I'm around tech, it always screws up anyway. So, what was the I did send you that News Punch article.
Oh yeah, you did. Wait, let me find it in
it turns out to be like an Onion bloody article. It's really gonna lower our credibility a bit.
That's a really good point. Yes, it will. We will be. I will be all of the things that lefties always saying about me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll bring it up like all the time though, and make you feel small. I mean, because no one makes an honest mistake anymore. News Punch. What a great name for a site. You know what I mean?
Yeah. News Smackdown. That's it. Yeah. Media Chaos Smackdown.
News Fist, where mainstream media fears to get fisted.
The Daily Slayer. I like it.
Oh, the Daily Fistor. The Daily Fisto.
Dude, there's you go with the degeneracy again, man. Turn it down. There might be kids listening. Shit.
There's no fucking kids listening, man. I'm marking all of this shit not appropriate for kids. I can't do kids radio, okay, right?
No, we're not doing that.
I'm not doing that fucking shit, man. So let me see. The chairman of the Federal Election Commission went on record with a bombshell announcement stating that from what he's seen in Pennsylvania and reports he's been getting from elsewhere in the country, this election is illegitimate. See, I don't understand why more people don't read news in like funny voices or like I think it sounds way better in like weird voices. It really is explosive news. The top boss of all the election officials, Trey Traynor, has confirmed that in his professional opinion, there has not been transparency in the election and this election is illegitimate. Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah, you could do, the whole conservative, like patriarchal Australian, like, go a bit deeper. Go a little bit deeper.
He dropped the bombshell.
Yeah, you know what I mean, mate. Fucking right down.
We could try doing a death metal boy. He dropped the bombshell on the liberal news media at Newsmax.
Yeah. Could do, or we could put
that's really bad for my throat.
You could do Trevor McDonald.
Oh, you've dropped out again, you bastard. God damn it. Anyone going to take us up on our offer to like join our stream? I bet not. We're not popular enough. Hello? Yeah, I'm back. I mean, you're back. I mean, it's back. Fucking the ghosts in your phone,
Maybe I can find someone to jump on. Let me see. Maybe Nutty will jump on it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be fun, eh? Like,
I would see if we can get Mr. A on, Mr. Small A, you know, from the place we go. Oh, sorry, it sounds a bit strange. I suppose, what's everyone doing? I suppose it's a bit short notice. Maybe everyone's out on other streams. It wouldn't surprise me.
Other streams. Oh, come on.
Streams, man.
Come on. This is the place to be, man. This is where it's at. Our stream is so fucking exclusive. We've only got 2 fucking people.
Yeah.
Beat that. Hey, I mean, you know, fucking other people want to come on our stream, and we're like, no, you're not fucking famous enough to come on our stream. You know, you got to be like much more. You know. Oh, hang on. We got someone. Larry says he might join us in an hour. Nice.
That's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be here in an hour. We'll try my best.
Well, that's fine. We'll just go for like, you know, a bit. Yeah, I mean, now we know, like, at least it works. We just got to get the YouTube chat up. I don't know how the fuck to do that. You know, it's not really going to be as much fun without all the people talking shit in the comments.
The live chat, slagging us off and calling us complete amateurs. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, in all fairness, we are fucking amateurs. I mean, I got some radio experience, but that was back in the deep past. You know,
I was on Talk Sport once, man. Yeah, I was talking conspiracy. Yeah, I talked about conspiracy.
Sport conspiracies? Was it a sport conspiracy?
It was Egypt. In ancient Egypt, there's a kind of bust, and it's not actually what it's depicted to be, but it's pretty interesting. So there's helicopters and tanks on. Oh
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you know that, right? Yeah, and it's like, guys, like
apparently it's
ancient
bullshit.
Aliens. Look, it's obvious. It's proven. It's true. You know, what else?
The dude with the big hair on the TV said, "Is it possible that this is actually an Apache helicopter?" Well, you know, I suppose anything's fucking possible, but is it likely? Is probably the better question. Is it likely that man is descended from aliens?
Yeah. Nothing's new, man. Nothing we've ever produced, ever come up with, any innovations we've ever had, they're all alien innovations. We are basically basic creatures, man. We don't have the capacity to think, you know, innovatively outside the box in any kind of scientific, creative way. We
are the basic bitches of the universe,
bro.
Yeah,
they're pretty fucking creepy, useless creatures when it comes to
come on. I think that's a shocking portrayal of humanity.
I understand. Golf, dude.
Well, not anymore. I'm sort of a reformed goth. You know, I just kept the fashion, but kind of jettisoned like most of the ideology and the music and a lot of other stuff. But you know, the fashion's good. You know, you gotta. You're
still pretty fashionably goth, man.
Well, thank you.
I mean,
I'm
not anymore. Like I was a bit gothy back in the day. People used to call me Gothics, man. That was my name. That was my Gothics. Yeah.
What with an X at the end?
Goth, GOFFIX, Gothics.
Gothics, mate.
Yeah, mate.
That's right. That's really funny.
Mate of mine, bouncer, a friend bouncer started calling me in college, down Cosshilton College there, and it stuck for about 3 or 4 years. So everyone used to call me Gothics. And I had like dark hair. I used to dye my hair black sometimes, yellow and pink and all these great colors. No, I'm not joking, actually.
No. I'm sure. Were you feeling the pain? Because I was when I was going through that.
Yeah, I was pretty in a painful. The angst, the trauma, the terror of being a young privileged white male. You know,
it can be quite terrifying. Yeah,
freaking terrifying every day, bro. Honestly, I wasn't eating. I mean, well, you know. Between meals, I wasn't eating. My mum wouldn't let me have crisps.
I was eating meals between drugs. You know, I'd have some drugs and some more drugs, and you know, and the occasional meal. You know, just to even out the drugs. You know.
I was smoking specific types of like mild drugs, and then eating a ton of food. Tell you what. I got really big after I left like boarding school, and in the country there I was circuit training and doing all kinds of cool physical activities. Come back home, start smoking weed, and it all goes south, man.
Man, I was doing all the drugs, All the drugs. I heard that North Korea had to open a separate factory just to supply all the fucking crystal meth that I did. You know, it was, you know,
You didn't cook it up yourself then, no?
God, no. Too much hassle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, too much explodies and stuff. I hear they can be quite
Honestly, it never really occurred to me, to be perfectly frank. Like, you know, it's you know, drugs were just this thing that you like buy. You focus all the effort on getting the money for the drugs rather than, you know, trying. But then again, I wasn't really stable enough to have any kind of chemistry lab. I understand now that you can, you know, there's like bathtub meth and all this like crazy stuff you could do. It seems like a hassle. You know, you could just.
Yeah, I wouldn't have touched any of that. I mean, I tried to. Well, me and a few people I know, we did try and grow some stuff, and it did. You know, it grew once or twice. It's pretty good. There was even a mate of mine just up the road, and we grew some weed in his garden, actually, in an English country garden. Well, not exactly English suburban garden, and weed grew, and it was pretty decent.
It's a lovely addition to any garden. You know, as an ornamental plant. Definitely not advocating the use of cannabis in any way, shape, or form. Disavow. It's terrible. Think of all of the deaths associated with cannabis, all of them. You know, Jesus. And all of the broken homes and
melted brains,
all those weed addicts you see roaming the streets begging for change and stuff. Just terrible. Terrible. I'm so glad I'm out of it, man. You should stick with alcohol, man. You know, like alcohol's safe. You know, they sell that in shops. I mean, you know, it must be fine for you, right?
Perfectly safe. Absolutely. 15 pints a night. You know, I found recently it's kind of cool because you're sleepy, you're dreaming there, and you can't breathe. When you hit like my age, I don't think it's the breathing problems I've had since freaking COVID or whatever. But I mean, 15 or 20 pints, man, and you find it hard to breathe in your sleep. So you're having dreams. And no, literally, man, you can't freaking breathe properly. And you're like wondering what the hell's going on. Like,
man, 15 to 20
of oxygen. Huh?
I think that might be incipient alcohol poisoning, man. Like, that is an insane amount of fucking booze. Shit, I'm not sure I've ever drunk that much. But then again, you know, I used to overdo it and other stuff.
Sorry, I was gonna. You're one of those pussy Aussies, though, man. I think it's a lie about all this. Aussies can drink. Nah, man. Trust me, English people can drink. We're pretty damn good at the drinkings, man.
But man, the Aussies are basically English, right? I mean, you know that. I mean, shit. I'm only like 2 generations removed from fucking the UK, right? Like my great grandparents came out, so basically the same, you know. Like, I mean, except for the cultural mutilation that comes from growing up in Australia, obviously.
I don't know, man. Rapid divergent evolution, man.
That's a good point. Maybe that explains why I'm so weird.
Yeah. I'm just making words up, but no, I think they
or am I the perfect form, right? And is it all of you fuckers that have mutated away? You know, that's the real question. How would you know?
I don't know. I think we're pretty good at. I mean, I had a very alcoholic. On my dad's side, they used to drink a lot. My dad doesn't, but yeah, big on the drink, man. My grandfather used to. It's a true story. My dad used to tell me he'd knock back about 10 pints and then go back to work, and it was quite regular to do this. Back in the day.
That's a lot of pints for the middle of the day. Shit. But no, it's true. The English can drink, and the Aussies can also drink and party. I mean, I've seen more Aussies hold their drugs more than drink, I suppose, due to the scene I've been in. But I mean, that thing about Aussies liking to party is true. But then again, the English also kind of have that reputation as well. So, you know.
Well, it's true. I think we're pretty good at. It's actually funny. I think the more working class you are in England, the more you drink, and the more. And I know this very well because I used to hang out with a lot of people from both sides of the kind of class spectrum. When you're a posh kid, you don't really know how to handle your booze, but you pretend you can. and you just act like a complete imbecile when you do get drunk. And three drinks in, you're just falling all over the place, and trying to mac up on them.
Yeah, what you need to do is have like a fatty liver by the age of 18, and then you really like, yeah. I wish someone else had joined the stream, because I got to go and get something to drink, man. Doing that death metal news reading was not good for my throat. You know that about like death metal singers, right? Like they just completely fuck their vocal cords up, right? You got any idea how hard it is to sing like that? Fucking really, really hard. You're basically like doing this like low grade scream like for however long your gig is, like an hour or whatever. It just it's really
I try and do it, and I end up coughing for about a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like a throat lozenge? Oh. See, I can't even do it properly now because I fucked my bloody.
I've got a lot of respect for people that can do that.
Yeah.
I used to spend lots of time with thrash metal bands and stuff, and not the death metal. Yeah, death metal, thrash metal.
Did you say fash metal?
Fash? No, thrash.
Because I was just thinking like fash metal. Like I wonder if that's like a thing. Like that would be like really interesting. Okay, I gotta like look that up now. Fash metal.
Fash metal. There's got to be some fash. Yeah, of course there's fash. I know that. I know this. There's definitely some fash metal out there. If you know Nicholas Shrek, right? It was pretty fashy metal back in the day. His what was it? What were they called? Charlie's Girls. He had a band. He's quite an iconic figure. He lives in Berlin now. What's the name of the bloody band? I don't remember. Anyway, Nicholas Shrek, fash metal for sure. He was all up in that.
Well, there is a Tumblr page, I guess.
Is that it?
Really? Yeah, apparently so. I would have thought someone would have like made that as like a band name. I don't know. Maybe they'd get like Antifa or something like that. Maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know. Fascists can't be metal. Fash metal is poser metal. Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
Did you read that, or did you?
Yeah, I did. That's one of the posts on this stupid fucking Tumblr page.
Yeah, I mean they're all up in they're like Wagner and stuff, and I don't know how metal. But I guess no. When you think about it, Wagner's the metal of classical music, right? There has to be.
Or Wagner is the classical music of metalheads. One or the other. Don't the like ethno-nationalists like really like Wagner as well? I'm pretty sure they do.
Oh yeah, sure.
Isn't Wagner like all blood and soil and stuff? I'm not. I'm not sure. He
scared away Nietzsche, didn't he? He was like, geez, like Nietzsche was like, Jesus Christ, this fellow, oh my God, like ease up with the whole, the hatred and stuff, the different types of hatred you've thrown out. It's just not good for, the look and stuff. Jesus, ease up.
Man, I'm not sure I buy this whole blood and soil argument, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm listening to Human Action by Mises at the moment. The political economist. And he makes this really, really interesting point that as soon as you collectivize like any sort of group, like say the way like Hitler did, the German Volk, they are of a certain way, they because they were all into like these are German values, these are Jewish values, whatever, which is just a reframing of the communist kind of like these are bourgeois values, these are proletarian values, right? You must perforce then basically say anyone who does not agree with these values is therefore no longer German, right? Now, it seems to me, right, that as soon as you make this formulation, if you do it strongly enough, your only recourse is going to be to like kill or expel a whole bunch of people so that you can claim this thing. Like if we got rid of all of the Germans who did not subscribe to German ideals, then those left would be pure Germans. I mean, your classic purity spiral, really. Like, and you're still going to keep losing people from the edges, presumably. I don't know. See, culture, I think, is like a much better like yardstick. I'm with Thomas Sowell on this, right? A culture is...
I think the blood and soil aspect of that, though, is... I think it's obviously culture, and you'll hear a lot of ethnats say this. culture is downstream from race, right? And I
Yeah.
have to, and I think I'm kind of somewhat understanding of that position.
Okay, but
if
that
only
just
because
doesn't make
sorry,
sense, right? Like
it,
Thomas Sowell is like I mean,
mm.
if
And
culture was
I'm not
downstream
saying
from
that.
race.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and I'm not saying just because you say as Thomas Sowell will have done, or anybody coming into any other culture at a young age, or because their parents moved there or whatever, it doesn't mean you can't completely take on that culture and live very freely and happily in it, and ascribe to all of the tropes, cultural, idioms, and so on. I just think that if you look at the whole of any culture, it's going to come. It's obviously a very complex and kind of dynamic, I suppose, system there, but with tons and tons of information and color and different distinctions of this and that, which make them different from other cultures and so on. That's going to it's thousands of years in the making though, right? And if you're looking at language, you're looking at mentality, you're looking at the way people relate to the land, relate to all the specific environment, and you're going to be adapting through time in this environment. And I think it's clearly, I mean, it's going to have a massive impact upon who you are as a peoples. And I just think clearly there's got to be a strong link there in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like and the blood and
Yeah, I
soil thing. I
mean,
know it sounds a bit kind of. I think
okay, but
to
like
modern ears, it's
let's I don't know. I mean, I've often wondered about this, like
mm,
why sort of languages change when people move. I guess you could
mm,
just say it's like hived off evolution and stuff like that. But
mm,
if you take say like South Africa, for example, do you know like all the Dutch
yeah.
moved to South Africa, right? And they became like a different culture. I mean, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
See,
no, I mean,
if it was down to blood and soil, right?
mm-hmm.
Then if you change the soil, right, or change the blood, it
Yeah.
wouldn't work, right? Now, if that was the case, then you couldn't transplant cultures, number one, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if it was blood, then you would have to be genetically related to that culture in order to partake of that culture. And that's not what I see, right? Like, I do see a kind of
I think I
cultural
actually do see
weight.
that. I have to say, I think when you look at England and the level of non-integration that's going on, um, just over the last 20 or 30 years, it's clearly that it's hard to find a people's minority group in this country that doesn't want to retain some of what it had in its kind of in the parent culture, right?
Mm.
And I know, and I think there are too many reasons to want to maintain the heritage that you came from, and the difficulty, I think, and it's completely understandable, the difficulty relating to England if you're from, say, Nigeria, and the English way, just the English way, English history, which is not going to be Nigerian history. I think there's enough there to at least be able to posit the argument, and uh, we I think a lot of people obviously do think in these racial ways, and I think it maybe some of it, at least some of it, is going to be reasonably intrinsic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I
And
mean,
I
I
just
see
wanted
it.
to. Very sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I just want to say the South African thing. If you look at, what is it? They say if you look at the Dutch and a lot of Dutch South Africans, you'll find obviously the Christian values. You're going to find the language still very much. I mean, it's certainly morphed a little, but you're going to see reasonably speaking, that Dutch kind of shell, that Dutch yolk, in a shell that's been tempered by the environment for what is it, 200-300 years, 400 years, maybe at a push.
So you're saying no soil but blood, essentially.
I'm saying, yeah, sure. If you take the, say, South African Dutch, there's still, I mean, even the language, you can see how, South African at the moment, by it's like it sounds a little Dutch, coming in there and, doing the whole.
It's a great accent.
It's a great accent. I know it's beautiful. I like it so much. It's fantastic.
You're slipping into Italian there. Oh,
no,
mate,
bugger off, funny. Mate. I'll tell you what. I don't like your tone with me. I hate it. Go away. I can't stand you anymore.
It's pretty good, man.
Sorry. It's all right. I've got a lot of South African friends.
Is that racist? Taking the piss out of the South Africans, or is it okay?
They probably want to kick me in the nuts, but no, I don't think it's racist.
Yeah, no, but will we get cancelled if we're taking the piss out of white South Africans? Probably not. Probably not. I think we're safe. Just
I think some people I know just laugh at me when they say, "No, you don't sound South African at all, mate. What are you doing? You stupid pommy bastard."
Yes, we are both stupid pommy bastards. It's true. We haven't had anyone else join the fucking stream, right? And we're getting up for an hour, and my voice is like really, I really shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Death metal bullshit. So, do you want to just leave it off here? Do you want to come back for another one, or?
Or
do you want to just keep?
Maybe not tonight. I don't know.
Maybe not tonight. Not tonight.
Maybe tomorrow or some other time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems that we have had a success of sorts. We got the shit up on YouTube. We just got to figure out the what do we call it? The chat. And then I guess we got to just say some controversial shit and get a whole bunch of people really angry and build engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So then we can have a big
we
fight.
work out that great old Law of Threes thing. Just cover 3 stories or 3 articles, whatever. I think we've. What have we learned from today, Chris? What have you learned from today?
What have I learned? I have learned that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. To stay home, protect the NHS, save lives, and that who really needs Speaker's Corner anyway? It's obviously a hive of scum and villainy, and I think the police were absolutely right to shut it down. And I say this definitely of my own free will. They're definitely not forcing me or paying me to say this. I'm definitely not a crisis actor. You're definitely
not a crisis actor.
Disavow.
Okay.
Hit me up at crisisactors.com for cheap bookings. I do children's parties and bar mitzvahs.
Oh, dear me. This is not good. I always knew it, Chris.
Man, it pays such great money, man. You should try it. I mean, you look like a crisis. I reckon you wouldn't even have to act,
man. I'm so good at acting. I don't even know I'm acting, man.
You got to go method. You got to go method, mate. You got to become the character. You got to become the crisis. Feel it deep within you.
Deep trauma-based mind control acting, man.
Exactly.
We're the best. Trust me. We you torture us, do whatever you like. We'll never ever give up the. Give up the what's it? Give up the goat. Give up the game. Give up the
kayfabe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm losing my words, mate. I'm getting old.
This happens to the best of us, mate. What are you going to do about it? Not much.
That articulation.
You can yell at the sky. I mean, it doesn't help much, but you can.
Oh shit. Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's been good. I've certainly learned how to, I haven't learned anything at all, Chris. It's actually been completely redundant. And
you gotta learn how to change your fucking icon, man. It's
I'll
just
do
staring at this white dot. It's not great.
I'm gonna put something really special on there, Chris, for you next time.
Awesome! Really, for me?
It's gonna be so super serial. Awesome and beautiful.
Super serial. Yeah, all right. Well, I hope if anyone winds up actually listening to this shit show and you actually made it this far through it, then God bless you, good sir.
Serious, yeah.
God bless you.
Holding a pen in my hand at the moment, you know, got the pen in the hand and seriousness and all these different.
Oh, we can do shout outs for anyone who like got to the end. So shout outs to Kat. Mwah. Shout out to Pavlov and Ralph and all the other like speakers corners tards. We hope to see you on here soon. No one's going to listen to this. I mean, this is just pure delusion on my part. I'm just trying to get back into the whole like radio thing, you know.
That's cool. I might be able to bring on some people who aren't speakers corner people as well.
Yeah. I'm sure I could find some warm bodies to like argue.
Yeah. Cool.
You know, yeah, why not? All right, I'll see you later, man. Take care.
Take care of yourself. Nice one, mate.
See you. Bye.
Bye.